Okay, so here we are back for our last. We're going to probably start doing our last round of mock drafts real soon. These are the drafts where we're taking a little bit more chances, but we're more aggressive. And I'm proud to say this is a new segment we're bringing to the show. These 32 NFL teams, the perfect draft scenario for all these 32 teams. Now, don't know why my voice did that. Sorry for that. Number two. I think there's going to be a lot of overlap here because I really like a lot of these players, but we'll get into it later. But for right now, we're going to start out with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, I know I never say that correctly, so I thank you guys for your patience, but let's jump into it. So, 7-round mock draft, not going to use the default settings, blah, 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 care for positional value high, draft for needs relatively low. The reason for that is because we get teams like the Lions or the Panthers or whoever it is that needs a quarterback, and they draft 2 quarterbacks with their first pick. Not happening. We want this to be as realistic as possible because I know some of you in the comment section don't like how we did these first couple of drafts. We were figuring it out. We were trying to see where the board fell, what particular players would look good. But now I think we've got a better general understanding of where we want to get these players. And I'm going to give you guys a little spoiler for the Jags today. We're getting 3 first-round draft picks, baby. We're doing it. We love it. So, and I'm really excited for how this is going to turn out. And I think this could be kind of a realistic situation. If the Jags do want to trade out of that number 1 pick, they don't want Aiden Hutchinson. Listen, I love Aiden Hutchinson. I think he's a stud. I think he's going to be a stud in the NFL. But there's also a little part of me that's not 100% sold, if we're being honest. Kind of a one-year wonder. You kind of wonder how the rest of this is going to shape up. There's a lot other edge guys that I think would do a lot of good for the Jags. But here we go. We'll jump right into it. All right, so let's see. Speed, take it down slow. We're going to go real slow. We want to take a look at these picks, and I think the rest of it is good. We'll go the Jags at number 1. I think we're good to go other than that. Okay, all right. So to start out, we're going to go ahead and start the draft here. We have a shot here. Okay, what do you want to do? I think we trade down to 5. Here's why. Because I think for this pick, a lot of these other teams, and I feel like the biggest thing with this draft is you're just going to be sitting there and waiting to see what a lot of other teams do. But I think the Jags can do a little bit of both. They can kind of see what other teams are going to do and also be aggressive and go get a couple of guys. These 3 picks I think are going to be real huge. So here's how we're going to do it. I think the Jags could trade their first overall pick down to, say, I don't know, yeah, I think we did the Giants last time. I really liked how that turned out because they've got 2 first-round draft picks, and I think they'll be in a really good spot here. So give us 5. We'll give you 1. You give us 7 and 67. You basically give us, your first and a third for just the first overall pick. What do you guys? Oh, we're cooking with oil now. We're cooking with gas. This is going to get better. So we go down to 5. And we're just going to see what happens here. Okay, Derek Stingley Jr., Thibodeau goes. Okay, we're back at 5. Okay, yeah, Hutchinson was going to go. Kyle Hamilton, I get it. All those guys. We're sitting here at 5. And Evan Neal, guys like Evan Neal is sitting there. Let's see, who. I'm going to do a lot of trading in this one, so it's kind of a spoiler alert. So who wants our 5th overall pick? Do the Jets want it? No. You know what? Jets, you can have it. We'll give you 5. We'll give you 5. You give us 35 and 38. We'll try offering it. Even if they don't, okay, they don't take it. Fine. Give us 10, a second, and a third. Offer that? Okay, fine. You got to give us something. We'll take 111 from you. Yeah, love it. Okay. Who did the Jets take? Okay, Charles Cross, Kwanu Nets. Oh, this is how you love to go. Listen, I know a lot of people are got after me in this last draft, but listen, Charles Cross and Ikem Nkwonu are not near the tackles that a guy like Evan Neal is. You guys can say whatever you want, but I absolutely believe that Evan Neal is going to be the best guy to start at right tackle for the Jags. But we've got another surprise for you at 10. Don't worry, we've got things still coming here. But Evan Neal at right tackle, oh baby, I also love the Jags guards too. If you think about it, you've got Ben Barch, who by the way I played against in college. The dude's a stud. I can vouch. Dude is an absolute stud. You also got a guy, Brandon Scherf. And we could also get some later on in the later rounds. We'll get some depth as well. But for right now, I like those guards. I really do. I think Ben Barch took a big step in year 2. I'm really excited to see what he does. But tackle's the biggest concern. You franchise tag Cam Robinson. I think you have got Juwan Taylor at right tackle. But the man had led the NFL in penalties last year. Had 6 total sacks allowed. Listen, I don't care. Evan Neal's my guy. We go Evan Neal here. And then there's one specific player that I'm hoping falls to 10. And if he does, oh, yes, yes, yes. This is kind of the process here. You guys all said we needed to go out and get a number 1 wide receiver for the Jags. What better X wide receiver to get? Because that was a big concern you guys had. What better receiver to get than Drake London himself? Boom. He's the best X receiver in this draft for my money. We're talking about a guy that is 6'5", jumps out of the gym, played basketball as well at USC. You absolutely love it. These first two picks. Drake London and him. Now I'm going to go down to 15. I'm going to see what we need to trade in order to get to 15. Okay, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So now 15 went. Eagles, for 16, we'll give you 33 and 65. Don't love that. Actually, 35 and 65. Okay. Listen, I know this is actually, will you take 70? What about 106? Okay, so in this scenario, you're going to give them that second round pick you got from the Jets, your 3rd round pick, and I believe a 4th, if I'm not mistaken. I don't care. For 16, that's not bad. You still get 33. You can go get anybody you want, even trade down if you believe that your guy is going to be there. But there's another player in mind that I think is going to be a really good get here. So we'll go ahead and... I'm just trying to rethink this because I really want to make sure this is the move we want to make here. What if we give you 67? Because then we've got 65 and 70. So yeah, 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th for Offer it. Dang it. Okay, fine. 65. What? What the heck? Okay, fine. We'll give you that and that. I think, yeah, 2nd, 70, and 67. Nope, we're going to give you one. I don't love it. 2/3 and a 2nd for this pick, but I think it's going to be worth it. I absolutely think it's going to be worth it. Okay, all right, we're back on the board. Jaguars, in need of a linebacker here. I know they got what was it, Foye Sana Alakun. I never know how to say their name. Tell me what better player. You got a two bit of a choice here. So you're back up at 16. Are there any? Because actually we could trade down from here. No, there's no point. We came up for him. We're gonna go get him. I feel like, don't get me wrong. The Jags, as I was taking a look at their depth chart, we're actually going to take a look at that right now. Their depth chart. We're going to go just bring this up just for to give it a visual here. I feel like if you are going after the Jags specifically, that they want Brandon Linder at center, or they just signed, like I said, Alakun, Foy, whatever. I think we're going to go Tyler Linderbaum here. He's the best center in the draft. I feel like he's going to be a guy that comes in, starts right away, and you absolutely love it. Boom. You've got him or Nakobe Dean. That's tough. You got the best center in the draft, but you also have a lot of good linebackers in this draft. And Tyler Linderbaum, after him, it's kind of a steep drop-off. Yeah, Linderbaum. We go Linderbaum. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, yeah, your first 3 picks here. You go down from 1 to 5. You get a guy, let's see here. You go down from, I believe, what was it, 1 to 7? Yeah, you get Evan Neal. You also had the 5th overall pick, which I believe you traded away, but we'll get into that all later. Okay, so you're at 33 here. So you've addressed wide receiver, you've addressed offensive line, and you've addressed, let's see, I'm trying to think, wide receiver, offensive line, and linebacker. So those are looking pretty good. So at this point, defensive line, tight end, and defensive back are big needs. So I love Boy Mafia, I really do, but hold on, where does Drake Jackson go? I'm going to do something because I have a huge crush on a guy like Drake Jackson. Played in the USC. Played at USC. I think is that the SEC? I can't remember off the top of my head, but I really think he's going to be a big difference maker here. I'm going to trade down from 33 to 40. I know you guys might not like that, but we're going to go to 40. We'll give you 33. You give us 40. Give us 72. I mean, we'll offer it. What do they say? No? Okay, fine. Give us 40. 109, 152. I don't really like that. No, I don't really like that. Give us that. Give us your 3rd, and we'll give you A fourth we got from Carolina. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, you don't love that. You don't love that, but I mean, you get an extra third round pick and have it in fourth. I just feel like with where the Jaguars want to go, the Jags want to go, this is probably going to be the best. You got to give us a little something to sweet up the deal. Get an extra third out of it. We'll offer it. No? Okay, fine. Okay, well, let's just do it straight up. 33 for 40. Give us 109 to do it. That's a long jump though. 33 to 40. Or do we just stick and pick because we've got guys like Daxton Hill to help fill out that corner? Wait, I forgot off the top of my head. Jags. Let's see here. I'm sorry. Give me a second here. Do we want to go get a safety? I mean, Rashawn Jenkins is back. Andrew Wingard. I mean, I don't know. I don't know yet. Who's the best safety on the board? This ain't going to be... Jaquan Brisker's there? Oh, okay. Jaquan Brisker. Brian Cook. Brian Cook's a stud, though. I think he could be there when we go to 106, though. I really believe that. Okay, all right, fine. So if the board falls like this, like I said, we've got wide receiver, O-line, and linebacker. Or excuse me, yeah, wide receiver, O-line taken care of. And let's see here, because you've got two new starters, an Evan Neal and a guy like Linderbaum. So you got wide receiver and O-line figured out. So D-line, linebacker, let's see. Okay, Eagles, you're at 35. We're at 33. Give us 67. No? Okay. How about 70? We'll give you 157. We'll offer it. No? Okay. I don't want to give up this, but I mean, if we want to get back up into the second round here, you know what? Actually, we'll give you for 35. Nope, we got to trade down. I think we need a little bit more ammo here. Okay, 35. We'll give you 33. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go just stop here, and if we need to go ahead and get more draft ammo, that's fine. But gosh, this is tough. I'm not going to mess around with this too much, but because we are already getting a little longer on the longer side here. Okay. Jags, one last trade. Okay, we're going to go ahead here to the Eagles. I just feel like maybe 40 there to the Seahawks. Yeah, 40. Seahawks give us 40. 33, 65. But you also give us that other first, or that other second, excuse me, and we'll give you our second and our third round pick. So you'll have back-to-back seconds. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So we'll see how this board falls. I love it. So Sky Moore went, Daxton, Boy Mafia, that's fine. Leo Chenal, Benito, Jaquan Brisker went, that's fine. Okay. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. You've got back-to-back second round picks here. Let's see here who's on the board. So Kingsley Anagbari, Drake Jackson, the boy we were trading down for, because I feel like I love it. I love it. I love it. So Brian Asamoah's there. Yes. So Drake Jackson, Asamoah's there. So let's see what the Jags also need. So we've got tight end, wide receiver. We've got it addressed. We finally got it addressed. Defensive line. Do you also? I mean, could we trade down for one? But for 40 right now, best player on the draft board, Brian Asamoah is there. Or do you want to go Drake Jackson? Because I feel like after this edge class is deep. Chad Mama. Oh, this is tough. Between Chad Mama, Brian Asamoah. Chad Mama, he's a bad man. He's a bad man. He flies around making plays. You love that. Roger McCreary, Troy Anderson. Okay. Brian Asamoah was the guy I fell in love with right away. We go Brian Asamoah. Boom. Linebacker, wide receiver, O-line taken care of. Now, we're going to be in a spot here where I think we could go down a little bit deeper and still get some more ammo. Hey, what's up? Who's there at 45? I just feel like I want to get a little bit more ammo to get back up in the end of the second round here. So we'll give you 45, or you give us 45. We'll give you 41. Give us 100? 100? You like that? We also got to stop trading pretty soon. I mean, it's only a couple spots. 100 and 119. Deal. Okay. Okay, so we got Travis Jones. That's fine. Awesome. Okay, awesome. Drake Jackson's there. You take it, but you also stop it for a second here. Why don't you stop it? I want you to pause. Okay, so for 47, I feel like we could answer. Well, actually, okay, so we've got edge, D-line taken care of. I would like to get back up into the third. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to go for 55. We will offer you 100 and 106 straight up. 3, 4, are you guys insane? No. I think, honestly, we've done enough damage here. We're going to resume the draft, get to the beginning of the third round here, and just kind of see how it all falls. So Kingsley Adekbari goes. Chad Mama, that's fine. Because there's a specific defensive lineman. Even a tight end. There's a lot of good tight ends in this draft. And I know who they signed. Okay, Trey McBride went. That's fine because I got another tight end in mind. So 65 will give you 100 and 106. Okay, 101. 3 picks. That's... Oh, you don't love that. You really don't love that. And 72? What about 152? Because there's a specific defensive alignment. Kennard went. Tolbert, DeMarvin Leal. I don't care. You got your edge. You got what you wanted. Okay. If we do this, I don't love that right off the bat, but we're still in pretty good range at 119, though. So, okay. And there's a specific D lineman that I'm going up for. Because I've got here. I just want to see something. So, yeah. We got our wide receiver. O-line taken care of. Linebacker. Also DB. So, I mean, we could... I don't remember what it is off the top, but we'll go third here. 152. We'll offer the trade here. Okay. 153. This is tough. This is tough because I really want to go back up there and get a guy like a guy that I'm thinking of. 75. What about 72? We'll give you that way we still got what we want. No, 72. Too rich for your blood? Come on, man. 65. 106. I don't love that. But we're meet him in the middle. It's a lot to give up for this, but this particular defensive player is going to be a stud. It's worth it. Come on. What about 188? Okay. I don't love that trade, but I don't care. I like this player a whole lot because I don't know where he's going to fall in how things fall. Let's see here. Okay, so Brian Cook's there. Let's see. Even if we don't get our D lineman that we want here. There we are. Perion Winfrey. Listen, Perion Winfrey for the longest time was going in the late second round to get him in the third round. I really love this pick. Well, I mean, if he's going to go that far, because there's a question always range. Go get him. Perion Winfrey. Okay. Okay, between Perion and Winfrey, the other player I was going to talk about that I feel like you could get, Dulcich here, Cade Otten, Weidermeyer. You know what? Weidermeyer's probably going to be there. We need to focus. Perion Winfrey, boom. Get some major help along that defensive line. Yeah, boom. You love it. He had a huge Senior Bowl. He is a difference maker, worth trading up that many picks. I know people are probably going to have a little bit of a nitpick. I don't care. I absolutely love it. Okay, here we go. We're not trading anymore because I feel like that's kind of what I really wanted to go. And there's a lot of stacked tight ends here. Likely's there. Oh, Marquise. Marquise Hayes is just sitting there. Tariq Woolen is sitting there. Boom. We're gonna trade down a little bit, see if we can maybe meander. What happens if we for 112? I mean, let's see what the Giants want for 112. Hey, 112. What do you want? Giants, where you at? 112. Hey, what's up? Give us 112, and we will give you 157. And I mean, offer. I mean, 97, 98. What's the worst? They say no? Okay, fine. I don't love that trade, but do we really want to give us 173? Now 140, or what am I doing? 182. Okay. So, like I said, you've really tight end. Let's see here. Wiedermeyer is probably going to be there at 126. Listen, I just don't feel like Wiedermeyer. Well, I mean, you also got Derek Deese. So, you know what? You've got a plethora of tight ends here at 40 picks later. I feel like I love all these guys. Even, Deese, Wiedermeyer, Otten, Likely, all those guys. I feel like, if they go, that's fine. But right now, you really got to take advantage of the kind of, Zion McCollum's there. I love that. Let's see here. And Tariq Woolen. I go McCollum here. I really do. But it never hurts to check out the rest of the board. Who do you got? Okay, Noah Ellis is there. Oh, but you also got Perion Winfrey. I don't care. Yeah. Okay, McCollum. We'll do it. We'll do it. Okay. Okay, here we go. I really like how this draft is going out. And by the way, if you don't get a tight end this year, it's not the end of the world. You have Evan Ingram for a year, and you can really just kind of see what else you like. Let's see here. No tight ends. Oh, Derek Deese Jr. Yes, is there. Okay. I really like Derek Deese Jr. there. You also got Zion McCollum. Quality. You love it. Justin Schaefer's there as well. Nefi Sewell. Does Deese make it to... I don't think he does. I honestly think... Yeah, Deese. Boom. I love it. I love Deese. Awesome. Okay, where are we at? Luke Wattenberg. Yes. Oh, I love it. Oh, you just love it. So you've got a guy in Luke Wattenberg. I love Wattenberg. He is nobody. I don't know why PFF has him rated so low. I don't care. Luke Wattenberg to help out that offensive line. Oh man, he can play center. He can play guard. Yes, at least a very good depth piece. Boom, take that flyer. And like we have proven, like many teams. Oh, slow it down here. That's fine. So like many teams have proven, like the Chiefs. Trey Smith and all them. You don't need to get a guy. Brad Hawkins is there. I'm sorry. You don't need to get all these first-round offensive linemen to make a difference. Now, in the case of center at Tyler Linderbaum, yes, I feel like you probably need to get him if you wanted somebody to start right away. But other than that, you really need to go out and get this guy. I love it. Luke Wattenberg, he's going to be a stud. Mark my words. He could be the next Creed Humphrey or Trey Smith. You absolutely love to see it. Let's see here. So, we've pretty much, I think we've had a pretty good draft here. Wide receiver, tight end, O-line, D-line, it's all addressed. Brad Hawkins is sitting there at 197, and you also got 198. Yeah. You give us those two. Oh, him and Jalen Naylor. I love me some Velus Jones Jr., who's the best player on the board, though? Jalen Naylor, Jeremiah Moon. Double down on some linebacker help, at least a quality special teamer. Or Naylor. I think the Jags need linebacker more than wide receiver at this point. You signed Christian Kirk and all that. You also got Drake London in the first round. You also brought back. Can you please just use Laviska Shenault for how he's supposed to be used? But whatever. Jeremiah Moon. I think that's a much bigger need for the Jags moving forward. Yeah, I like how this whole draft has unfolded. Okay, so now you're in a spot here. Okay, Cole Turner's there. Doug Kramer. DJ Dale, okay. LeBrian Ray, I'm telling you, not a lot of people are taking him in consideration. Jacoby Durant, what are we at? We're at 222. Do you help out that offensive line that just it's about keeping him upright, but at the same time, we got you a wide receiver, we got you a tight end, O-line, D-line. Yeah, this is tough. Okay. You know what? Especially when you get down that far, you just got to go ahead and take best player available. Max Borghi and C.J. Verdell, those are two very good football players. I know running back isn't a huge need, but two things. Number one, James Robinson, I believe, towards Achilles, he's going to be out for a little while. You also got a guy, and Travis Etienne or Etienne, however you say it. I think he could be serviceable, but it never hurts to take a guy like Borghi in the 7th round, because what's the worst that could happen? He's on the practice squad. He's a 7th round pick. You don't really usually, and Doug Kramer falls. Yep, that's not even hard. Boom, Doug Kramer. Got center, guard, whatever. Man, you love it. Offensive line depth. You shore up that offensive line. You get your number one wide receiver that you want. You get a couple of quality defensive pieces. Yeah, you love how this draft stacks out. I love this. This was a good draft. Come on. Get out of here. Okay. All right, come on. Okay, so here you go. So you get in the first round, you trade down from 1 to 1 to 5, and you also get their seventh overall selection from the Giants. You get Evan Neal at 7, shores up the rest of that offensive line. Going to start right away over Jawan Taylor. I know what people can say. What about Nkwonu? Evan Neal is a straight up stud. He is, in my mind, he's the best right tackle in this class. You can take that to the bank. And then also at 5, we traded away 5 for 10, a second and a fourth. You get Drake London at 10. And then we traded back up. I didn't like giving a second and 2/3 away, but for Tyler Linderbaum, the best the best center in this draft class, I don't care. You get 3 first-round guys: Evan Neal, Drake London, Tyler Linderbaum. Boom. Offensive line short up, got your number one wide receiver, going to be with a guy like Trevor Lawrence for a long time. You got draft capital left over to do some trading up. Boom. You also got Brian Asamoah there in the second. He is a tackling machine. Immediately comes in, starts for you at linebacker on the inside there. You love it. Drake Jackson, a couple picks later. Absolutely. Then I had to kind of get back. I had to give up quite a bit. I'm okay with that. I am forgetting Perion Winfrey. Look at this man's last 2 years in Oklahoma. Absolute game wrecker. Yeah, absolutely. I love that pick. I feel like Perion Winfrey is a guy that's going to come in. What did he have? 6 sacks as a defensive tackle. He is a disruptive force that's going to make a lot of plays for the Jags. Zion McCullum here. It was kind of just how the board fell. You help out getting corner here. I think he could be a very good corner for them, and at least a very good depth piece. Derek Deese Jr. at tight end. I know you guys signed Evan Ingram, but overall you really like how that all ended up. Also, Luke Wattenberg. Love Luke Wattenberg, man. Center guard, whatever you want him to play, he'll play it. Brad Hawkins here. I think he's just, again, one of those things where it helps to get in a depth. And also, Hawkins is a stud. I think he could be a really good player that might be able to break the starting lineup. We'll have to see. Jeremiah Moon really just going for need and best player available here. Linebacker doubling down on it. And then finally in the 7th, Max Borghi. Listen, I know the Jag fans are already going to say, again, why take a running back when you got guys like James Robinson, also Travis Etienne. I get it, Etienne, however you say his name. But Robinson's going to be out for a little bit. Doesn't hurt having another guy in there that could be at the very least serviceable. And then Doug Kramer here, a guy, center guard, whatever you want. I think he could be a very underrated pick. So that's it. 3 first-round draft picks. I believe this is a really good scenario for the Jaguars, moving forward, and I'm really excited about it. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. In the description down below, you find all of our social media platforms, so give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about our potentially perfect or improved version of the Jacksonville Jaguars 7-round mock draft.